tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two QBs squaring off in an old rivalry from the 2005 draft class. It's Aaron Rodgers going up against Alex Smith. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a look at this offensive unit now, and you see who we have highlighted, partner.
Jamal Charles, one of the most exciting, productive running backs in the NFL.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Set, ready! Force! 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The first down carry here for Charles. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Smith on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now following that play, we've got a man down defensively, one of the members of the secondary. And we'll just hope he's all right to continue. On 1st down, Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Smith throwing again. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Thomas, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
He'll set up the screen to Lacy. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Eddie Lacy, see you later. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy, 69 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw is Smith, setting up the screen for West. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hyde. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way. And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one. I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Charles the low setback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Returnable for Thomas. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Going underneath for Charles. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Smith. He hits West underneath. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. That one good for 14 yards. And they're going to face a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So completion on second down, that brings up third. From the gun, here's Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's brought down after a good game. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
Move 45! Move 45!
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
10 yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Smith. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. Out to the right here to Wilson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And switching gears here a little bit. You know, the players always talk to us about their Madden ratings. And it's Madden release week.
Yeah, they're never real happy about it.
They never are they?
No, they're really not. They always think they're better or want to be better. And they want to see it increase and improve as the season goes along. But just last week I was at an NFL training camp. I heard a couple of guys talking about playing Madden. And one guy said, yeah, you just wait till next week when the new game comes out. I'm going to get you. Well, next week is here. Those guys are probably getting ready to go at it real soon.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Pretty good coverage there in both of these defenses. They've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And a gain there of 11 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Caught on the right side by Adams. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, it's Lacy. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run. This is Lacy. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. They're working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see, I noticed. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner. But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They begin the drive with Charles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Smith now to throw, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Catch made right side by Wilson. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return, it's Hyde. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about their credit for the defense, though? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll set up the screen to Lacey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
319.
Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And quickly they get to the line.
Actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Second down following the run. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play clock's running down. And an extra DB here. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down in the red zone this time.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Lacy.
Well, say what you will about Eddie Lacy, but when he gets a head of steam going, he can be a load to bring down. So they turn to him on 4th down, and he's able to do what he does best, and that's fight for tough yards.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye. Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 8. Rodgers looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Muscles him off. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hey, move 45.
Smith on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 38 yards.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and it came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
All right, Charles, so you win the game. Not only do you get the W in the left-hand column, you get some momentum for the coming week.
Now when you go into the week and you're telling the guys what mistakes have to be corrected, what we have to do to win going forward, you have their full attention. They're excited, they're happy, and they know if they can build that momentum, they can ultimately achieve all their goals.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.